And we're back. The trial begins.
My apologies for the delay. Court is now in session with the trial of, how do you say his name again?
Makito Bay, our suspect fortissimo.
Yeah.
Right. It's his trial in any case.
The defense is prepared, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready to rock. Is something wrong, Your Honor?
No, well, yes. It's just, I've been friends with the Chief Justice since we were students. It pains me to see him going through such a difficult time.
Incuritis, was it? That article said there is no known cure.
Hell, Judge, let me say with all honesty, I feel your pain. But now is not the time for tears. Now is not the time. Now is the time for law.
Nice.
That was Tommy Wiseau style.
Indeed. We left off at quite the juncture yesterday. I asked Interpol about that number, IPXX 314206. The agent registered under this number was Romain Latouche. Thanks for looking into that for us, Detective Crescent. It's a great help. Oh, no problem at all, Your Honor. I'll be heading out now. Hope nobody recognized my oh shit.
A little bit. What was her voice again? It was like
It was French.
kind of French.
Yeah.
Wait. That voice just now. It was him, I'm sure of it.
It was him?
That voice I heard talking to Monsieur Latouche when I heard the gunshot fired. It was him. It was Mr. Darian.
No way. Metal Gear.
Quite a sensational ending. Who would have thought Darian would guest star in the season cliffhanger as a suspect?
Well, it did feel like a season cliffhanger.
It did, yeah.
I asked the prosecution to look into this matter. Please tell the court your findings.
Darian Crescent is a member of my band, the Gavineers.
Nice.
He is also a detective making current charges serious indeed. Yet after investigation, I found no cause to alter our case or file new charges. And your reason is? Weren't you aware, Herr Forehead? He has impeccable alibi.
An alibi? What's that?
Let us review the facts again, shall we? The concert was held on the night of the shooting in 3 sets. The Gavineers ripped up the stage during the first set. For the second set, our guest took center stage. The only performers appearing were myself, Lampshade, and Marquis, along with drummer and bassist for a total of 5. The shooting in the dressing room, however, took place during the 3rd set. Lampshade and the defendant, Marquis Tobey, had left the stage at that point. And the Gavineers were rocking
Beauty.
out. This was when 2 shots rang out at the scenes of crime. Shots heard by Detective Emma Skye, mind you.
And Apollo, you heard them too, right?
I sure did. Furthermore, Lampshade herself witnessed the moment of the crime. Well, perhaps I should say she heard the moments of the crime, because she blind dummy. when she claims to have heard Mr. Lampshade, Latouche, the Detective Crescent, talking.
But that's impossible! Detective Crescent was.
Precisely. Detective Crescent was on stage getting his groove on, no less. Voila! A perfect alibi!
Does the defense have anything to add to this?
It's true. When I heard those gunshots, he must have been on stage. This is the only way he could have been still there. Something doesn't seem to quite add up.
It appears that the defense has no objections. I believe we can safely say that Dalian Trisen's alibi has been acknowledged.
Which means Lampshade was sadly mistaken. It looks like she's blind, deaf, and dumb. The testimony cannot be true.
Jeez.
Very well, of course, we'll disregard her testimony, because she's a blind, deaf dummy. And then we see no evidence for keeping us from declaring a verdict. If indeed there are no objections.
Apollo, if he declares a verdict now...
But Prosecutor Gavin's case is airtight. Oh fuck, Lampshade must have been lying to protect Mackie. Whoa, how can I rely on her testimony? Wait, what about yesterday at the detention center? Is anybody hearing me? Oh fuck, I forgot to talk.
I am. About the case. What about the case?
He wants to tell us about Mr. Latooth's death. This meeting's over. Oh my god, come on. Please stop flashing back!
Darian!
Fuck! Maki was trying to tell something. I know it. Maybe the best thing to do is to ask him under oath.
Very well, the court finds the defendant.
Yeah, Paulo.
What was his name again?
Objection! I'm sorry, Becky.
Did that pop your ear?
A little bit. Your Honor!
No, that wasn't it. Or was it something like Marquis or Mr. Justice?
Your Honor, before you declare the verdict, I want you to call one more witness. Exactly who do you intend to hear from? A witness who, until now, has not been given a chance to speak in this court. Because he doesn't speak English. You don't mean... I do! The defense calls Maki debate in the stand!
Ooh.
What? But he doesn't even speak English!
That's not possible.
We'll use somebody who, takes his language and makes it into our language. The word escapes me. Interpreter? I'm afraid you'll have to look elsewhere. I only speak a few phrases such as I loves you and where's the toilet? I love you. That's totally how Clavier would roll too.
Yep.
Oh my god, darling, I know we just met, but I love you. I feel like I want to spend every night with you and not just this one. Oh, goodbye! The defense would like to request Lampshade as the interpreter.
The Lampshade? But there's a possibility she's protecting the defendant.
But when she did the interpreting for the defendant, why would she lie?
This is most unusual.
Bravo, Herr Forehead. Herr Judge, the prosecution agrees with the defense's request. If Lampshade lies, I'll be able to tell. Even my limited knowledge of the language, I should be enough for that.
Well, if the prosecution and the defense are for this, I see little cause for refusal.
This is ridiculous.
Finally, some progress! Of course it is.
Bailiff, please show the defendant and the Lampshade to the witness stand.
I suppose there is a first time for everything. Shall we proceed? Your name to begin with, if you would, Lampshade.
Oui. He says Maki Tobe, the defendant. That's his occupation?
Apparently.
This is certainly a first for this courtroom. Not that we really need interpretation for that message in particular.
So far, so good.
Very well, Mr. Justice, if you would.
Huh? If I would what, Your Honor?
Would what? You called the defendant to the stand, did you not? What would you have him testify about?
Oh, shit. If I hadn't thought of that far ahead yet.
Apollo? Aren't you gonna ask him what he was gonna tell us yesterday?
How can I if I don't know what he was saying?
Excuse me a moment, if I might speak.
Yes, Lampshade.
Just now, Maki said there is something about which he wishes to testify.
Maki wants to testify about something? What could it be? Oh, I can't wait to see what happens next.
What sort of testimony is he talking about?
One moment, please.
Arg! The suspense is killing me.
What?
What? Oh!
Well, Lampshade?
According to Maki, he has proof of his innocence.
This is a surprise.
Yahoo! Victory, Apollo, we did it!
This is sounding too good to believe. And I know what that usually means. You know, if you go by just, like, if we couldn't hear his thoughts, Apollo's basically sat in court today and said, like, 3 words.
Oh, yeah,
All of
totally.
everything he said has been in his head.
Yep.
Well, if that's true, then this is vital testimony, Lampshade. I mean, Maki. Please testify to the court.
Very well. Proof of innocence.
We begin the proof of innocence testimony after this.